I think we are live. Can somebody please confirm if we are live?
Yes.
Yes. What
Awesome.
about the sounds? Are we audible? I hope we are. Perfect. So, yeah, welcome everyone um, to episode 9 of Offside Takes. We know we couldn't. Um, we were not able to stream yesterday as planned because number one, some technical difficulties. Number two, the match that happened, we didn't expect it to go to extra time and to be so intense. So it was a little difficult to stream in between and after that. But yeah, welcome everyone who's watching. Thank you so much for coming to our stream. Uh, Today we'll be talking mostly about the UCL and UEL, whatever has happened over the past week and the draw that we have upcoming. And also, of course, we have to touch upon the two FA Cup games specifically of the two teams that we support, Chelsea and Manchester United, and two great games in those. And the other two games also, we'll touch up a little on the commentary game as well. So yeah, uh, we have Shreya and Siddhant. Mittul might not be available for a while. So yeah, Mittul, we kind of miss you here. And I think Shriharsh will be back.
Yeah,
Will
he's the one having the technical issues, so he'll maybe mid join midway or maybe not.
Yeah. All right. So let's start. So where do we start from? Okay, UCL. So before going into any other games, let's talk about Barcelona first, because we have our in-house Barcelona expert, Siddhant. So Osani, you talk us through the game. What was this? The score was what, 3-1 at home,
Yeah.
and aggregate it was 4-2. So it was 1-1 draw. Uh, Initially, Napoli came to your home with a good squad, although broken, and both were at a stage where you know league leaders last year not playing as well this year, but at home you kind of blew them away. What are your takeaways from that game?
First of all, it's fun to be the only club between the three of us that plays UCL, so I'm happy about that. So that's one good thing. And when the way you introduced it, I was like, ये बोलना पड़ेगा. UCL वाला तो अच्छा लग रहा है. But then, yeah, I was super stressed when it was 1-1 at their home. And I thought, chalo, abhi they'll come to Barca, they'll beat the shit out of us. Of course, मेरे को पता नहीं था कि 3-1 we'll win. But I think it's the young guns that are playing really good. Kubarsi, man, hats off to that guy to keep Oshiman quiet because Oshiman is a tough lad to keep quiet. And like Fermin Lopez is, I think, he's the next Pedri in the making. He's
The next?
Pedri
already
in the making,
Achha.
and Pedri is what, 21 years old now.
yeah
How are you making player
another.
experience of young player?
But I think he's one of those players. I think the like Barca spawns like the La Masia players. He's one of them who's going to stay in the main team. Like him, Kubarsi, all of those players are already fit into the system. And beating Napoli is like it's fun. Like I remember last time we beat Napoli, we faced Bayern, and that 8-2 shit happened. So that's a disappointing thing. I'm glad that we didn't get PSG. Sorry, PSG, नहीं, sorry, Bayern. हो जाता है वो PSG आ ही जाता है. But yeah, happy that the 3-1 win. And still disappointed. Clean sheet नहीं रख सक रहे. Defense is still a bit shaky even after like Kubarsi's like good defensive performance. There is something missing in the defense, I think. And if you're facing PSG and Mbappe, you better sort that shit out.
I think
But you have Cancelo in your defense who scored a goal in the second leg.
He did, but defense wise, I think if if facing PSG with their attack, it's going to be tough because Dembele and Mbappe. Oh fuck, Dembele coming back to
oh,
Barca.
Dembele is coming back to play against Barca, right?
Got
I
it.
And
didn't I
he
didn't
has
see that.
not been injured at all. What a season he's having! No injury.
I think it was the curse of Barca that kept him injured. because he wasn't injured at Dortmund
Yeah.
and at PSG. It was the Barca period where he was injured. But I think no, he's not. He's useless. He's not going to do anything. It's just Mbappe I'm worried about. But I think Araujo and Kubarsi should be enough. I think Araujo will play right back in that game, and Kunde will play centre back because Araujo is meant like for big game.
Right.
So
But
let's hope.
out of these three, your Fermin, Lamine, and Pau, who is the youngest of the three? Or are they
Lamine, I
roughly
think.
same age?
Lamine is 16.
So is Kubarsi, right?
Kubasi is 17, I think.
Oh, such a big difference.
But the youngest of all is like I think the Lamine Yamal also, man, dude. For
What
16
happened?
years old, you're playing in like Champions League and you're scoring. Like even he's like scoring on and off for Barca. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And next up, as you said, PSG. Now, we were just talking before the stream, but I the once I mean, when you tell me Barca versus PSG, I always remember that 4-1 and then 6-1 recovery that Barca made. That was a crazy, crazy match.
We all know the refereeing decisions that happened then, so it was all.
Yeah, yeah. But after that, you said there was some other match where PSG did defeat Barca, right? So, what are the thoughts going? I mean, this is a weakened PSG side also. This is definitely a Barca side without Messi facing PSG for the first time. But it's also a weakened PSG side. No Messi, uh, no Neymar, and quite. I mean, not at their best, I guess. Although they are
No Hakimi.
no Hakimi.
Not a big player to miss, but okay.
No, come on. He's
But
not a small player also.
I think their squad is like potent enough to still hurt Barca because I think that left flank that they have that is enough for us to like.
Yeah, they do have Hernandez and
Oh yeah, they
Vitinha.
bought him. They bought him from Bayern, no? Yeah, yeah.
Also, Hakimi is there.
Hakimi didn't leave? Oh,
No,
I'm so
no.
sorry.
You're thinking about some other player who went to Saudi.
No, I thought Hakimi left.
Hakim Ziyech, I think. If
No,
it's
no, 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 no. Okay, never mind.
But I think still, like I said, the left flank is the one that I'm worried about.
Right.
Dembele is fine. Dembele can be contained.
Right.
I think it's Mbappe who is the main thing that Xavi has to. Because, see, PSG is weakened for sure. And there is a high chance of us like beating them as well
Right.
and going to the semis. Like UCL is the only thing I'm seeing right now. League, I know it's like gone. It's for Madrid. UCL might be the only trophy we might get.
Right. And in case you do get that win over PSG, you have comparatively an easier fixture. Dortmund versus Atletico. Atletico you defeated very recently, and Dortmund also. I mean, not even the top two in Bayern in Bundesliga right now. I was about to say Bayern Liga, but
But I think still you can't underestimate those teams. Dortmund out of that group of death still got here.
right.
So
Yeah.
there is something that they have. So you can't underestimate them. And I think Atletico Simeone in UCL is like 1-0 wins and then just sit.
Oh yes, I
So
know.
you can't in UCL you can't like Simeone is
Yeah.
like he's kind of unbeatable because you faced him I think a
Yes,
couple of seasons
yes.
back.
Joao Felix is the one who scored.
So one goal and then they're like, okay, we
Just
don't want to score anymore. But
right,
I think still out of the other fixtures that are there, Arsenal, Bayern, and City Madrid. So
right,
that's a relatively tougher like group. So,
right,
and
So
I'm
the
happy
fun
that
part is the fun part is that Real have got through to the semis in sorry the quarterfinals in a like not in a very competitive way. Their aggregate was 2-1. They could have lost it also.
no,
It was
it's Madrid.
it's
It's Madrid.
Madrid.
Dude.
It's Madrid. That's why I think they went ahead
I
because
mean, yeah, I think they also didn't take it that.
I'm also
I've
not sure
heard
why.
that
See, like they played against Leipzig in the second leg, and their aggregate was aggregate. I mean, their score was 1-1. Then their aggregate was 2-1.
because they won 1-0 in the first game.
Yeah,
I think they're getting through. That is the thing
Yeah,
that
they're
matters.
getting through,
yeah. I mean,
but they
yeah,
could have not gotten through.
No, that's the thing about Madrid. Like Madrid, over the past few years, if you see, they have not been very dominant. They have scraped through, but they have scraped through till the end. Always the
Hmm.
UCL that they won, the level of scraping through that they have done versus PSG versus City.
I cannot, I cannot even. That City game was unbelievable. Like the Rodrigo goals. Oh damn! No, can't.
Exactly.
That's Madrid for you.
That's Madrid.
Yeah.
They just don't give up. But coming to the other game, the team that you're facing, PSG, they also had a. I mean, they definitely had an easier fixture versus Real Sociedad. Um, had a very comfortable win, won both at home and away. Um, won 4-1. Real Sociedad, I don't think they are at that level which they were performing last year,
No,
right? So,
they just I think got through, and I think PSG. So you can't like do a lot when you're facing like big names.
right,
For Real Sociedad, that's like a big team to face.
definitely, definitely. I mean, sitting sixth in the table right now, as you just saw, but it was definitely difficult. It was not Europa where they were ruling last year.
And
Um,
yeah, the Spanish teams facing you.
yeah,
But
uh,
talking about easy pass for PSG, even City had an easy pass
very
with
easy pass.
Copenhagen.
When have they not in UCL? Till the quarters, they're like set.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know
Yeah.
they're coming to the quarters.
Shakhtar Donetsk and
Dude,
Copenhagen's
how
and
do they end up playing the same teams every year? There is something rigged.
That's why they finally decided a computer will decide the draws.
Dude, trust
so
me,
No,
trust
it's
me,
from
from next
next
year.
year.
Okay, okay.
trust me. They were still going to get Shakhtar
Yeah.
Donetsk.
I'm waiting for what the computer will decide. Like they could rather just get Paul the Octopus to like make the draws all over again.
Why make the draws? Decide the winner there.
Decide the winner, yeah.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad for Copenhagen. They went through all this trouble,
Yeah.
defeated us and everything, um, just to face City, and it's just how bad is
I
your
see.
luck?
I see what you did there.
How bad is your luck to get City after doing all that stuff in group stage? Where, but coming to the one other interesting fixture that was quite competitive, Atletico Madrid versus Inter. Now, I
Yeah.
didn't watch it, but Shreya, you did watch it. So,
Yeah, I watched it with
thoughts of that
Shriharsh.
game?
It was freaking crazy because Atletico actually played well that game. Atletico should have won the game long ago, but Inter kept trying. Like Inter right now being on the top of the table at in their league, they are relentless in Syria. But when it came to the UCL, that night was mad. Like Atletico kept pushing and pushing. Simeone was going crazy. I think both the no, sorry, that might be wrong. Like both the managers got yellows, but maybe that's wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was electric because they kept pushing a lot, and then it went to the pens. I think before oh yeah, so it went to the pens, right? And Inter were so bad in the pens. They were so bad. Like they actually thought Alexis Sanchez could take a really good penalty, and also there were
I
and
mean,
Lautaro Martinez, the
I
captain.
saw that. I saw that pen, and
yes,
I saw some
Lautaro
reels on
Martinez.
Instagram. I think where they showed that he was nervous before the penalty.
He
He
looked
had some
nervous.
nerves.
Don't know, can't say.
And dude, if you're no, you're nervous if you're shooting that over the bar, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that was a horror. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not even on target.
that's
Like
not even not even on target. But
he's skiing
shout
it.
out to Griezmann, he's still killing it out there. He's still doing
He's
well.
still he's still legitimate in 2024.
Yeah, he's still legitimate in 2024. And super sub Depay. I totally forgot that he was not at Barca and now he's at Atletico. And he actually came as a super sub and scored. He played well for the minutes, for the few minutes he had come on in the end. So,
But I think out of like the two teams, you would have backed Inter to go through with the record that they have in the league.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the top five leagues,
And
they lead
especially we
all.
have seen a few Inter games
yeah.
ourselves, and they are good. So to think that they actually bowed down to Atletico Madrid, is crazy, definitely.
See, I
Also,
told you, right? I told you, Atletico versus these teams, they somehow, Atletico figure out a way to beat them.
yeah. Also, while we were talking about Depay, like, what is the situation with this Barca and Atletico? Wow, how do you keep exchanging and interchanging so many players? What happens?
If not Real, then
Something is wrong. I'm sure something is wrong because this is not the first time
No,
we've like
nowhere near. Like Griezmann, Depay,
not even that.
Felix,
David Villa
David
out of
Villa.
all
Oh
players.
yes.
Then I think there are still I think quite a lot of players that moved
No, but
clubs.
in the recent
Griezmann
years,
moved.
this movement has been too much.
There is some relation between I think the two clubs that I am not that we are as fans not seeing maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that is there, and those players who are playing for Barca after they've come from Atletico are playing well, barring Griezmann. He was okay. He's always a Atletico player. I think he always played well there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he didn't work out at Barca at all.
yeah.
But okay, now coming up to a game that again also ended up in penalties. Arsenal versus Porto.
Porto,
Uh,
man. I saw the second leg where it was at the Emirates Stadium. Crazy. Porto tried super hard. Like, screw Griezmann right now, but Pepe is
What a
also
legend.
still legitimate and legendary at this level. While
He's
he's
been playing
42,
for
he's literally Arteta's age.
yeah,
Very
Arteta
true.
is managing Arsenal at that age, and he's this guy's
Yeah,
playing
this guy is
still.
playing, but Pepe gave it his best. Porto kept trying, and according to some Arsenal fans, like it was pretty much a very negative game. I guess that's what like fans use these days.
As a Chelsea fan, you'll say that, of course.
No, no, not me. Like, okay, whatever. But yeah, like Porto tried really hard, but then I think they did really well in the first leg. They scored that one goal and kept them quiet. But Trossard was the factor here. I don't think Martinelli was in the squad at all for the UCL game. He wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went down to pens, and then I did not watch the pens though. But yeah, it was too late in India anyway to watch the pens. I was
But
like,
I think, dude, what luck do you have after beating Porto that you get Bayern Munich? What luck,
I
man!
was so glad. I'm so glad, but then I'm really scared also because Bayern. I can't even say that Bayern is Bayern and Bayern will win. Bayern is
Exactly.
weak.
So I mean,
Is
They,
weak ass. Oh, Shriharsh is going to join.
Shriharsh.
and
Mittul
he has.
Goswami or Shriharsh Hazir.
Yes.
And surprisingly at the Arsenal fixture,
Yes.
something is wrong.
So
Hello,
yeah,
guys.
Shriharsh.
Hi.
We are
Hi,
discussing
hi, hi.
the UCL fixtures, and now we have come to Arsenal versus Bayern.
I watched that game.
Yeah, you watched the pens, and I didn't watch the pens because
Yeah.
I was sick and tired anyway.
Yeah. So they were Arsenal versus Porto was the game,
हाँ
isn't
हाँ
it?
हाँ.
Yeah.
हाँ Porto. But हाँ मतलब ठीक है, जीत गए, पहुंच गए, उनके लिए तो वही UCL जीतना है. इसके आगे तो ना हो पाएगा. बायर्न ने इसके आगे तो पता चलेगा बाप टीम.
Hopefully.
बायर्न है लेकिन बायर्न वो बायर्न नहीं
Should
रही.
I tell him the statement that I said when you asked me about UCL?
Yeah.
Sure,
Please.
sir.
मैंने उनको बोला it feels great to be the only club amongst the three that
हाँ
plays
हाँ.
UCL.
ठीक सर, बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल सर, बहुत अच्छा सर. आपको एकदम घर में आपके मिठाई भिजवाएंगे. प्लीज बता दीजिएगा पुणे का
रुक
पता
रहो,
कहाँ
भेजो.
रहते हैं आप.
No, no, the thing is, it's applicable also next year from the group stages itself. Juventus will be playing UCL, yes, but Chelsea and United aren't playing UCL next year, anyways. So,
I'm completely fine.
We still have chance for Europa by
Conference.
FA Cup. We both for
हाँ,
ना तो
conference
कॉन्फ्रेंस तो उससे होता है ना, क्या बोलते हैं,
दो we have
कारबाओ कप से होता
two
है.
positions.
नहीं.
One is league and one is Carabao.
ऑलराइट, चलो मतलब ठीक है फिर.
कितना सोचना पड़ता है देखो.
क्या करें भाई, आप लोग तो लीवर खींच खींच के सब अमीर हो गए, हम लोग तो गरीबी रह गए. हम लोग थोड़ी ना, हम लोग जीते जागते.
बच्चे पैदा करवा के
बच्चे पैदा कर करके भाई कहाँ से
हाँ, पिकाचू पिकाचू मैं तुम्हें तू चुनता हूँ. लमेला मैं तुम्हें चुन. अरे क्या बना के रखा है भाई. उसका भी वो भी फ्रॉड है. वो तो लिख रहा है, न्यूज तो आ रही है ना उसकी. आई
Yes,
केम
we
अक्रॉस.
have learned that Lamine Yamal's age is not his real
Not
age.
20, not 16 what it says.
He should
वो पता चलेगा अभी आने दो वो
I-
इमेजिंग करते हैं ना हड्डी जुड़ी या नहीं जुड़ी उसी से पता लगता है रुक जा बेटा पता करते हैं रुक
ये कौन
रुक
से
साल।
if I may ask which what was the source?
Girona News posted it, and there were some documents going around.
हाँ.
That one document that obviously didn't make sense was this newspaper cutting. That's where Girona took it from. Where there was an article about Lamine Yamal being 10 years old,
हाँ.
but he was wearing the 15-16 Barcelona jersey. So everything
Yeah.
was like, how is he 10 years old?
Wearing that.
10 years ago.
हाँ.
If he's
Until proven, he's still
no,
16.
no, but
हाँ अरे बट आप लोगों के जो स्पिरिचुअल गाइज दैट यू लुक टू मैनचेस्टर सिटी अगर आप उनके जैसे पैसा खिलाओगे तो सब शांत हो जाएगा कोई मैटर नहीं है सर आपके लिए
उल्टा है.
एक आध देखिए ज्यादा नहीं 2-3 लीवर लगेगा बस 2-3 लीवर है बाकी देख लो अपने हिसाब से
I'm so मेरे को actually I'm not sure कि बुरा लग रहा है कि अच्छा लग रहा है कि not you Shreya but this Chelsea fan has something else to think about.
Yeah, why not? 'Cause specifically when I'm talking to a Barcelona fan, I will and I don't used to be despise Barcelona, but after meeting you, I have started despising them a lot.
I have
Dude,
despised
trust me.
Barcelona before Osani, but
Trust
now-
me, the feeling is mutual. It's
Yeah, bro.
the same from here.
Yeah, bro. Let's do a virtual handshake for this matter, right, guys? Why not?
Not happening.
But are we moving on?
Okay, I don't think we left any game.
The only irrelevant game is between Atletico and Dortmund. कौन आएगा कौन जाएगा नहीं
That's not irrelevant. See, that's not irrelevant. Both the teams are good. Okay. मतलब equal
I
time.
think Inter yes थोड़ा सा
हाँ नहीं but you see Atletico has the chance to get through but Dortmund is known to be मतलब ये giant killer type के होते हैं कई बार
Scampi
हाँ.
scoring in.
scamcho it seems. I too took me a while to realize.
But he
Yeah.
started scoring again, and but the match of this UCL, I think definitely Arsenal versus Bayern, yes, but also City versus Madrid again. I mean
I
the
think City
number
is
of
going to win,
times, but yeah, I mean, but City is not the City from last year. Madrid is
struggling
definitely
somewhere.
Not the Madrid from last year.
yeah both the teams are not their prior self what they used to be
But that's definitely going to be an entertaining match.
yeah
Yeah, it will be entertaining.
100%.
but I feel Real Madrid will edge past मुझे लगता है क्योंकि Real Madrid has more you know experience of
Yeah.
playing through and winning such pivotal games
City
ये वाला
did
factor है,
that
but-
last season. City ने last season भी किया है, and you know there's a saying, you lose one to win one, and they have finally won one. They have that
Yeah, now they have that thing.
Yeah.
degree of how to crack it, how to get past the hurdles. So it's going to be an entertaining match. So yeah,
City nowadays is what Barcelona used to be back in. That's why Barcelona fans are so curious, man. You know, it's very attracted to the City money and all. I get it. Also, Pepedu connection as well. So yeah. But yeah, carry on.
anyways, moving on quickly to the UEL games. Now I definitely don't remember them by heart. So
The only team worth discussing in Europa should not be Liverpool and should be Bayer Leverkusen.
also
Wow, I didn't expect that twist. I seriously didn't expect that twist that she was going to say. I thought she's going to say Liverpool and she said Bayern.
by
No, no.
Leverkusen. No, but Liverpool, it's just not worth it.
It's unfair. Dude, it's unfair.
It's actually unfair on Karabakh. Like, what? It was
11-2 on aggregate.
11-2 on aggregate. And I will come to this
Yeah.
11-2 aggregate on a point that Shreya, I remember, told me when this Liverpool game started, that why is Klopp playing Salah? Why is he playing full strength squad when he does have a match on Sunday versus Manchester United? And I think that kind of did come into play. There was a little bit of like Liverpool was not the Liverpool yesterday with their intensity. But we'll come to that game. But yeah, I mean, sorry, it was not Karabakh. Karabakh
It was Sparta
Liverpool.
Praha.
Sparta Praha, my bad.
Sparta. Yeah.
Sparta. Sparta. So yeah, that's 11-1. Let's not talk about that one anymore.
11-2.
11-2. The one definitely
3 less. No. Bishal bhai, 3 less, and you know what?
Their obsession, Chelsea fans' obsession with
Yeah,
Barca.
bro, I'm stuck to trolling you guys till my dying day, bro.
But definitely the game worth talking. Leverkusen versus Karabakh. What a mad game. Okay, fine. Karabakh somehow managed to score 2 goals versus Leverkusen in the first game. The first game ended 2-2 at Karabakh's
At
home.
Caravan, yeah.
They came to Bayern Leverkusen's home game. Um, Bayern Leverkusen have not lost a match till then. It's a crazy. I mean, everybody is expecting that Leverkusen will just blow them away. The game starts. Leverkusen is pressing like mad. The number of chances in that first half is like you were thinking, okay, maybe till halftime it is 0-0, but Leverkusen will definitely score. Second half start hota hai, and what do we get?
Karab.
2 goals. Okay, first one goal from Karabakh in the 58th minute. You're like, okay, there's time for Leverkusen to do something.
And Leverkusen missed so many
So many chances.
So many open
So
chances.
many open chances.
so many open chances. It was like suddenly they just clicked off.
Yeah. And then first goal Karabakh, Leverkusen pressing again. That did help Leverkusen because again 64th minute, red card for Karabakh. And you're like, okay, now they are down to 10 men against this Leverkusen team. This is definitely going the other way. Lo and behold,
3
3
minutes.
minute baad, Karabakh scores again. It's 2-0. Like how
Damn amazing game, man.
it's unbelievable how that game turned out. And of course, Leverkusen, I mean, it's
They,
just
they were like this, then they came like this.
yeah, they're like okay.
Second half.
Yeah.
Second
Second half,
Second
second
half
half
of
का
the-
भी second half.
second half of the second half exactly. Okay, goals at 72nd minute. Okay, by Frimpong. What a season! What
The
a
main
season!
player.
What a season this guy's.
I'll be amazed if he does not get any big move this season.
Yeah.
Let's
To
see
Chelsea.
this summer.
My
No,
friend.
bro, come on.
Dude, for him, Chelsea is not a big move.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't consider us ना क्या मतलब बेमतलब के मुंगई लाल के हसीन सपने बनाओ अभी हम बन रहे हैं वापस बनेंगे तब बताते हैं तुमको
I will come to you, Shriharsh, only with this point later on.
हैं क्या बात कर रहे हैं
Yes. 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 अब चाहिए उसी में.
हाँ चाहिए જોઈએ છે आप दो
But 72nd minute Frimpong scores and Leverkusen are trying and we get somewhat 6 minutes of extra time.
Yeah, 6.
Exactly 6 minutes of extra time.
And
Pat-
I was till then saying कि Leverkusen are losing. For the first time this season, they'll be losing a game and they'll be out of the Europa competition. And
Probably
then-
you jinxed it.
Sorry?
You jinxed it.
Yeah.
They got through.
Yeah.
But
Now I was glad.
Patrick Schick, 93rd minute and
Death.
like
time.
legit the death because 6 minutes were over. The only reason the game was still continuing was because they scored in 93rd minute and there was some times spent in the celebration and all, and everybody thought this would go to extra time and everything, but last shot of the game Patrick Schick gets that goal, 97th minute, and Leverkusen continue their unbeaten streak.
अनबीटन स्ट्रीक विशाल डू यू रिमेम्बर वी गाइस वेर अगेन लाइक यार फिर जगना पड़ेगा यार क्या है इस मैच के लिए
क्या है फिर जगना पड़ेगा वगैरह वगैरह, बट आई मीन Leverkusen, I there are two things, persistence and a bit of luck. Like this is Real Madrid level of luck, where you are persistent. Yes, you keep on fighting, but there has to be a factor of luck to be unbeaten in all competitions this way. Like even the league game recently that they had.
Yeah. The league games that they're having, they're eating goals, they're conceding goals pretty early, and then in the end, it's like they're just winning.
I think it's the perfect example, like between Girona and Bayer Leverkusen, how to keep a lead at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
prime
true.
difference. Like it's not about being good, but it's about being good constantly, like maintaining that, because teams like Bayern Munich and Real Madrid will be at your tail if you don't have the option to slip. Bayern is not having the most horrible season. They have lost matches, yes, but they are not very far behind. Or
Dude, even in their horrible season, Kane has 31 goals.
Kane is performing brilliantly, but uh, Leverkusen is just
इधर
playing.
इधर गोल इतना मारा भाई, उधर तो बनता ही है, मतलब वहां पे तो झड़ी लगाना बनता ही था.
He has broken all records. But yeah, moving on to the next game, definitely want to talk about this Brighton Roma game. Uh,
De Zerbi has lost the plot everywhere.
Yeah,
And
he
we
has
are
he
behind,
lost it.
which I'm not surprised. We should just name ourselves to Brent C.
Brighton B.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we are poaching everyone from Brighton, and then we are going behind this stupid De Zerbi who has been like like last season ka like a good coach, and this season he has just trashed. Like he has just crashed or been trashed after like the second half of the season.
he's like कि मतलब हम लोग, मतलब वी चेल्सी आर लाइक कि हम जो करेंगे सब करेंगे, प्लेयर भी लेंगे, मैनेजर्स भी उठाएंगे, स्टाफ मेंबर भी उठाएंगे, बोर्ड एग्जीक्यूटिव भी उठाएंगे, हम सब हमको ब्राइटन से चाहिए. पता नहीं इतना क्या हम लोग फैसिनेट हो गए हैं.
But I think great like shout to Graham Potter for Brighton to keep them that way. But De Zerbi is not like keeping them consistent.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because Potter got Brighton where they are,
yeah,
and De Zerbi
Also,
he's
yeah.
keeping them there. But this season, I think he's
this
lost it.
season he is slipping big.
Slipping,
No,
yeah.
not this season also.
Like the
in
second half.
Like he was
2024.
Good up until first half, yeah.
2024 they have been
Yeah.
slipping bad.
Yeah,
really bad.
but I feel it's also about that whatever that I have seen of De Zerbi since, you know, last time, ever since he has joined Graham Potter के बाद से, this guy he has some you know issue with his मेरे को लगता है ना वो थोड़ा ज्यादा over expressive है. मतलब see, Potter also used to be, he used to express a lot, and we have seen over expressive coaches like Conte and like Mourinho, and there are many names you can just throw in कि कितने उन लोग passionate होते हैं. क्लॉप को देख लो, अरे और पेप को तो मैं भूल ही गया था, जो मेन आदमी
I'm
है जिसने.
surprised you didn't take Pep and Klopp's name पहले नाम
Yeah.
लेकर चलेगा.
अरे नहीं, वो रिसेंसी बायस आ गया ना, हम जिस पे बात कर रहे थे इसके लिए.
Okay.
आर्टेटा.
Come to the point. Wait, what are you giving?
मतलब मेरा वही कहने का है कि उसका थोड़ा सा he seems very unstable मेरे हिसाब से. मे बी हो सकता है उसका कोचिंग स्टाइल अच्छा है, डेफिनेटली he knows the game through and through, he has some plan about the team, but he's little bit unstable with how he presents himself, and that is one of the big factors I feel जो play करता है when you are managing a club like Brighton who are striving कि वो top 6 में कहीं से break करें, and they had a good season particularly last
But
season.
you can't be in the top next season when you lose your top players. They lost
Yeah, that is also
they lost
true,
three
yeah.
top players in Colville, McAllister, and Caicedo. So getting the replacements for them,
Yeah.
I think that is one place where he messed up.
True.
And the whole season you need players who perform at that level. So I think that didn't happen.
True.
I mean, he has had reinforcements like Welbeck, who's been consistently kind of performing even if the team is.
Dude, if you need to depend on Welbeck in 2024, then you've
But
You've
Welbeck is
lost
still relevant for Brighton in 20.
But dude, from Arsenal United to Brighton, and you're still like the club is dependent on him for scoring goals. There is something wrong with their attack.
Definitely. And but yeah, I mean, Brighton, yes, did win against Roma, but the gulf was actually quite huge. I mean, 4-0 in the first half. Brighton had absolutely no chance of coming back, definitely. But
No, hats off to De Rossi. De Rossi has changed the team completely after Mourinho kind of started going downward, and De Rossi is like a fresh new breath of air to Roma with the connection that he has with Roma, and then the players are like also clicking. Dybala, Lukaku, all these like Boldanzi, all these small players, like young players, are also who Mourinho inculcated into the Roman team. But then De Rossi has not. De Rossi is also riding on a bit of luck, I would say, because I think Mittul has obviously said that he doesn't have that managerial skill from beforehand, and even you have said that. but he's also riding on a bit of luck. But Roma has actually done pretty well, man. And yeah,
rejuvenated afterwards. Yeah.
The funny thing is, after playing half a season under, I mean, after playing so much time under Mourinho and half a season this season also, De Rossi came and changed the
Morale.
style of the
Yeah.
play completely, and somehow the players were able to do that. I mean, if you are playing a particular style for 2.5 years now, it's not easy to immediately change the style of play. But De Rossi came and implemented, and hats off to the players who actually were able to implement that change of style of play immediately. Because if you see the games, they are very different how they were being played uh, in the last 2 seasons versus this season. Roma has been aggressive. They have taken full front facing attack.
But you always know from Mourinho that he is going to be defensive. So any manager after that is going to be thinking on an aggressive. And De Rossi, being a Roma, I think player before, knows how Roma plays as well.
Right. I mean, it's not about the managers, but I'm like more happy on the players' side that they were able to take that change immediately and were able to perform. Because we have seen how, if the style of play is changed, how it affects teams.
Correct.
But yeah, next going on to
I want to discuss the dark horses, which is AC Milan,
please go ahead.
who are doing really well. Maybe not in the league, maybe not up to the mark in the league, but Christian Pulisic is having his best season as a player anywhere, I guess. So I'm happy for Pulisic. He's doing well there. I'm happy for, of course, RLC, who is doing really well at
Yeah,
Milan.
very good.
I'm glad
Yeah.
both players have reached there, and they had Slavia Praha. Slavia Praha, where Slavia Praha, I don't think they did try, but I think Milan overpowered them. Plus, Slavia Praha in both their games, in both their legs, had 2 red cards. So,
So one red card each,
yeah,
right?
1 red card each game.
I thought 2 red cards in each game. I was like,
One red
what
card,
is that game?
1 red card in the first game, and 1 red card later on in the second leg also. But Pulisic and RLC have scored in both the legs, so that's a great achievement, I would say, in the the Europa League. So hats off to AC Milan and Provo. I don't know who they're facing next. Oh wait, let me check.
For
They
one,
are-
I was
oh yes, of course. Guess who Milan are facing in the Europa League? Just-
Liverpool.
Bayern, right? No.
Sorry?
Liverpool की.
Bayer Leverkusen, no.
no.
No, they're facing Roma. So
Ooh.
it's a
Oh.
quarter-final between both the Serie A teams.
Italian.
That is Milan versus Roma, and it's going to be electric for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely
Both
going to be.
legs, because
You know who is the happiest right now? Ideally, who should be the happiest that AC Milan is facing Roma? Premier League teams, because this definitely means that
one Serie
one
A
Serie A team will be out of European competition, which means more chance for
because we
PL2.
have West Ham and Liverpool in.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I think, has got Atlanta, if I'm not wrong.
Liverpool have got
Atalanta.
Atalanta.
3 teams in the quarters,
Three
man,
teams in
for
the-
Serie A.
for Serie A,
Yeah. So that's good for us to get the coefficient for the 5th spot in the UCL. I mean, overall PL. So
I understand.
So that's there. Also, I mean, I was legit a little confused where how did Liverpool and AC Milan face the same teams. I think you were also a little confused with that, because one was Sparta Praha, one is Slavia Praha.
Yeah.
The confusion is there, dude. I'm still confused.
But
Yeah.
also West Ham won. Nothing much
Yeah,
to
nothing
say.
much to say about West Ham.
They
winning the
had.
cup.
I mean, there is something to say that they won 5-0 at their home after losing 1-0.
Yeah.
After losing 1-0 versus Freiburg in the first leg, they absolutely blew them away. And 2 goals in the first half, 3 goals in the second half. 5-0 bashing of Freiburg.
And Kudus is doing really well. So kudos to Kudus.
Kudos. What a
Mount
guy.
Kudos, yeah, he's doing very good. Yeah, so true.
So yeah. I don't think there's much else to talk about.
Yeah,
Benfica,
Let's
Benfica
come to
plays.
FA. Let's come to FA, man.
Benfica
Yeah, we'll
plays
come to
Marseille,
FA.
and yeah, I think
And
that's
there,
about it. And we can come to FA right now. Uh,
I think
okay,
Shriharsh is. Huh, okay, Shriharsh
somebody
is
has.
back.
Also, just before we move to FA, Shriharsh, Osani, do we have any
Oh,
chats anywhere?
no, no,
So
no chats,
It was
unfortunately.
Shriharsh who like
Oh,
commented before
yeah.
joining the stream.
But
That is the
all
only
right,
That's it.
comment. Yeah. No issues.
then
Yeah.
let's jump to something that we had not thought we'll discuss so much, but it's worth discussing. The
Hmm.
FA Cup match. Okay, so let's get the other two matches out of the way first.
out
We
of the way.
I meant Man City Newcastle,
Okay, and then.
and the other game Coventry versus
Coventry
Wolves.
Wolves.
Goals.
Let's
Yeah.
talk the. Yeah, yeah, I know Chelsea is important, but
Yeah.
okay, but
Yeah, I'm waiting at any moment to snap at anyone.
Yeah.
but okay, let's talk about those games. Coventry, I mean,
Magic of the
magic,
FA Cup.
magic of the FA Cup, definitely.
Yeah.
To defeat Wolves. Now, Wolves, yes, not the top team of PL, but still they have been playing good. They are pretty good mid-table team for PL right now.
They beat
Uh,
Chelsea, by the way,
they beat
at
Chelsea.
our home. Yeah.
But yeah, to defeat them and Osani, you were saying 97th and 100th minute goals.
Yeah, yeah, dude. From losing 2-1 to winning 3-2
From
is
losing
something different.
2-1 to winning 3-2 in those minutes versus a Wolves team
Who can
were
defend well.
who can defend well.
If
It's
I
something.
if I remember, Osani was in Coventry, isn't it, last year? He
Yeah,
was
he said
studying
that.
there. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said that before the stream that if he was.
अच्छा problem bro problem तुम ही थे
Dude,
मतलब है
but dude, I think it was a good time to be in this year in Coventry because
Yeah.
ये सब games देखने मिलते थे.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
सही
and,
बात है.
and just the celebrations there would be mad.
It would be mad,
It
dude.
would be mad.
Yeah.
But okay, so Coventry did the unthinkable, won against Wolves, went ahead. Then the thinkable happened where Man City defeated Newcastle. Two
We have to
0
talk about how Newcastle has also, like Brighton, kind of been shitting the bed.
I mean, yeah.
They've
All
been, yeah.
injuries playing the part. I think Newcastle United, Manchester United, and Chelsea have been the three most affected teams from injuries this season. Um, Spurs are a little behind them, but yeah. But Newcastle actually.
Don't tell this to Liverpool fans ना they are be like अरे हम भी थे करके
Newcastle, Liverpool, I don't even count. But um, Newcastle, yeah, actually, they have quite fallen down the ladder. Eddie Howe's job just might be on the line
Yeah,
um,
for sure.
if he doesn't turn it around. Not this season, definitely, but next season, if he doesn't turn it around, there will be question marks.
By winter, if he doesn't turn it around, yeah.
There will definitely be questions.
even before winter I think so if the start is not up to the
I
mark
was
yeah
thinking by
But-
the end of this season only, but
But I think they will still give him maybe summer to make some transfers. If he
Yeah.
makes like he has good targets in his mind, I
Right,
think they'll give
because
him half a
he'll-
season
he'll
maybe.
definitely get that sympathy of injuries, right? Um, so that I mean they are 10th on the table. As long as I think if they can crack the top 8,
He should be safe.
Eddie Howe should be safe to stay. But yeah, easy game for City. They won 2-0. I think Bernardo Silva scored both the games, both the goals. Sorry.
I think Shriharsh's light went.
Uh,
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
He is doing a 1 minute silence.
but
you know I'm back
But yeah, I mean, just completely expected game. The expected result. Newcastle were not a match to City. City now, of course, defending champions of the FA Cup and on to semi-finals. So, and now let's talk about their semi-finalist opponents, and let's talk about the game that happened between Chelsea and Leicester City.
Yeah, we'll first discuss
Mad.
Chelsea Leicester because it was definitely, unfortunately, I have to say their game was a bigger game by a mile apart. So, yeah, okay. Huh. So, Chelsea versus Leicester, we met again, and I for once thought that would be an easy rollover. But when it comes to Chelsea, from the last two seasons, nothing is easy. So, Poch with his brilliant, ultra brainy mind, trying to defend the lineup by taking the match program and starting to say, look at our players, they're all 18, below 18, 21, 21. He started doing that in a press conference, like he legitimately asked for a program, like for a match day program, and he started showing the list of the entire squad of Chelsea, because he got backlash on why didn't he choose a better squad for the game. So why didn't he choose a better squad? Only he knows. Why did he choose Sterling to stay on for that match for a very long time after Sterling shat the bed the entire fucking time? Sterling was the most worst player on the pitch, and after Sterling came Sanchez, Mahan Bhaiya Sanchez was doing random Shaktiman moves in the whole game with one-handed, like, trying to stop the ball, sort of a thing.
Dude, what was the decisive goal?
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean,
Goal of the season, bro.
there
Goal
were
of the
so
season.
many random moments in the game yesterday. Like, one is Sterling missing the penalty. I can't say anything. That was the most shittiest penalty ever from a senior player who has played top PL fucking teams. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sterling
So true.
missed the pen. Secondly, Dizazi own goal. Yes, I don't want to say more because Dizazi is young. We have to keep remembering Dizazi is also young. Maybe not 17, 18 young, but he's an average young player of the entire squad. So those mistakes do happen. I kind of blame it on Sanchez too. A lot of people are saying it's not Sanchez's fault also, but I kind of blame it on Sanchez. He should not
I
come.
हाँ, क्योंकि इफ यू सी फ्रॉम लास्ट फ्यू मैचेस जब से पेट्रोविच स्टार्ट कर रहा है, मैंने कल ये वाला पॉइंट अपन जब देखे तब बोला भी था कि पेट्रोविच इज मोर ऑन द लाइन, क्लासिक सॉर्ट ऑफ थोड़ा सा कीपर है ना, तो ही यूजुअली स्टेज एट द बैक, ज्यादा वो आगे नहीं आता.
But
इफ यू
but
सी
I
दैट टाइम, हाँ
as
हाँ
a keeper, you never expect those kind of passes. So I think
Sanchez, why I will say it was not Sanchez's fault because he was already ahead. So it does
Yeah.
not make any sense for Disasi to pass पीछे Sanchez के पीछे towards the goal. He just came into pressure from the Leicester player.
Actually Dizazi came into pressure from the Leicester player who ran. Probably
because it was
Mavdidi.
it was unexpected for I think Sanchez because he didn't expect that pass to be given to him.
to be inside the goal. So
बट मेरे को वही लगा कि ज्यादातर दे आर
That's
प्लेइंग
fault.
पेट्रोविच ओनली. हाँ
Whatever.
हाँ हाँ.
Then uske baad what happened? I think we scored 2 goals in the first half. Cole
Yeah.
Palmer played beautifully yesterday.
Another
He was
brilliant
very-
game.
he was
Man,
very
by the way, 28 game goal and assist, and nobody's talking about him. This
No,
shows
people
about
are
the
talking
media.
about him. People
Yeah.
are talking about
बहुत कम बात कर रहे हैं,
Player anybody is talking about in Chelsea is Cole Palmer.
in Chelsea.
मतलब,
but in the media, yes, there.
he's not being compared to जैसे उस एज के और बड़े players in Europe. Nobody is मतलब उतना ज्यादा hype I don't see about Palmer. But okay, no issues.
I think we can live without hype because he's doing well without the hype. So let it be. Like I would take it that way. Like शांति से आओ, खेलो, मैच करो अपना, ऐसे करके चले जाओ गोल मार के. So I'm glad with that. But in the second half, we had a beautiful goal by Mavdidi. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell Mavdidi is. But
Yeah.
apparently Mavdidi is a Leicester player and he scored a really, really good goal.
Beautiful.
Which made it
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
No,
Yeah.
2-2.
Dizazi,
Oh, the Dizazi
Dizazi
was the
2-2.
first one. Yeah, so it made it 2-2. Then we almost were going into extra time, and finally, after realizing, Poch probably had a magical moment कि अच्छा अभी चलो रहीम स्टर्लिंग को निकाल देते हैं and let's get in Chuku Vemeka and let's get in Noni Madueke. Those were the players that we needed.
स्टर्लिंग को निकाल के तो नहीं, मुड्रिक को निकाल के चुकू आया था
वो
ना.
आया
हाँ.
पहले चुकू
हाँ.
को निकाल के चुकुए में का आया फिर
And
उसके
then
बाद
उसके बाद
अच्छा फिर
Madueke
ओके
came.
ओके.
But
Hmm.
those were the two pivotal players we probably needed by the 60th or the 65th minute at least. But Pot stretched it till like 70, 75, and then finally both of them were playing. And then we had two beautiful goals by Chukwuemeka and Noni Madueke's like chef's kiss of a curler free kick, like
Wow.
almost free kickish. But he just
Mavdidi was, you can say it was inside the box, but still it was a very, very good goal, Mavdidi one. But this was like वो ऐसे कट के आ रहा था अपने wing से. He came into the central channel. And उसको लगा यार let's try a shoot. Left leg से he shoot. भाई सुंदर curl it.
yeah. And then we ended up winning 4-2, which was a surprise because shouldn't have been a surprise, but it was a surprise.
Yeah.
You
And both
scoring
the
4
goals
goals
came
is
in 90
a.
plus in the extra time
But
of 7.
but we are conceding. That's also a thing, na? Very.
Yeah,
But you
Sanchez is
scored 4.
Yeah, we scored.
Scoring 4 is also a surprise.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Eh,
like,
bhai.
that's why I think Poch still got backlash because he kept Sterling for so long on the pitch and the fans were booing him at the ground at Stamford Bridge, and he literally had to like say in the presentation ceremony later on, not presentation, in
Post-match
interviews.
post-match
Yeah.
conference later on that we have only these many players and these players are 18 below and 21, and then who are we supposed to play? He said something so gibberish I couldn't even understand. I was like,
I want to watch a Poch press conference. I want to see what he says.
no, I'll send you that link. It's so bad. Like you'll just get bored and you'll just be like, कि तू क्या बोलना क्या चाहता है? Like literally that moment, बोलना क्या चाहता है feeling.
No, but I mean, even Sterling posted
Yeah.
on Insta saying sorry and everything. But
And then
I-
every Chelsea player commented on Sterling's post saying no problem, bro. And you know what the funniest part was? Cole Palmer commented on Sterling's post saying it's okay, bro. Shit happens. And then Twitter had like a gala time over it that even Cole is saying shit happens. Like you are playing shit, but it's okay. Shit happens. We love you. You don't have to apologize.
no, I understand.
So वो
I understand
yeah,
from Poch's
Vishal.
perspective why he started Sterling, because Sterling
Yeah.
is a
Senior player.
He's the senior player in that team, and it's a important FA Cup tie. You need a senior player's presence, but Sterling's antics, man, to take that ball away from Cole for the penalty. He did. Cole was ready to take that penalty. Sterling took that, said something to him, and then took that from Cole.
And this happened previously also when Sterling tried to take the pen, but Enzo was captain for that game.
Right.
And Enzo said something to Sterling, and then Sterling had to give
Right,
it to
right,
Cole.
right,
So
Cole.
Cole took the penalty. We all were surprised why Cole isn't taking the penalty, but apparently Sterling said something to Cole, and Cole just like kind of threw the ball at him and like, okay, TK, you take the pen.
And also the free kick. There was a free kick when Chelsea
Ah.
was trailing.
That too they sent to Leicester only.
I mean, he skied it somewhere else. Like it was. I mean, I being a United fan, I've seen Rashford sky stuff. I've seen Bruno sky stuff, but this was at a next level. Like I think it
No.
went to the third tier in the fan stand.
No, bro. Elon Musk is saying that he has found it in with his SpaceX over there. In space. It's somewhere
went
over there.
somewhere
Yeah.
else, and it was just outside the box, so close that it was almost there was a claim for the penalty shootout. That is where the Leicester player got the card. It was very easy, maybe soft red kind of, but okay, understandable. Last man and everything.
Yeah. So that was a softish red, but last man. Yeah.
Last man, so he got the red edge of the box. And how do you sky it so high? I mean, you hit the player, understandable. You sky it a little bit, understandable. He absolutely sent
He
to
just
two-
went like this, like this. It went not even like this. So,
उसको भी कोई और ले सकता था,
long
honestly,
shit.
but
yeah.
हाँ, again.
But yeah, that's the end of Chelsea Leicester. We are now meeting Man City, so let's see what happens. Probably pens. Probably pens.
You are still confident that it will go to pens.
Yeah, extra
Wow.
time or pens for sure.
I mean,
Because it'll be a draw.
you
Most-
have had
Two
you have
draws
won-
against
and I'm sure
City.
Sterling
Yeah.
will start that game.
he should.
There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
He has
You
scored
have
in
had two
both,
draws
I
against
guess.
City.
He scored in both. Isn't it both fixtures in
Sterling,
City? I
yeah,
guess?
he did. He
Oh.
did. He did. Yeah, so he will start. Yeah.
And even after performing this well, Noni Madueke will not get
Yes.
the nod to start,
So
unfortunately. But
But
okay.
Mudrik actually got his deserved start after the last game, but then he got subbed off.
That happened because Enzo was not there. इसीलिए मिला मुड्रिक को, वरना वो फिर वापस रिपीट ही होता
हाँ,
पूरा
वो
जैसा
Paul
लाइनअप.
राइट में चला जाता, ये
हाँ.
लेफ्ट में
So I
चला
hope,
जाता.
I hope some Chelsea fans remember there is someone called Alfie Gilchrist who is also getting benched for Chaloba because
भाई
Chaloba
उसको
is now not injured anymore and he's back into the team. I think only because we have to find a suitable club to buy him और दिखाना पड़ेगा कि हाँ भाई चलोबा बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है, इसको बेच दो और हमें 50-60 मिलियन दे दो इसके.
है इतना मिल जाएगा.
I think that's what
That's
the
very
board is trying.
that's very
it's
optimistic, I tell you.
it's very confusing to for I think you as well to know which player is coming back and which player is going back injured. That is
I
like a
would
long
rather
list.
have, like, if we know that Chaloba is a very big prospect to get sold, I'm not even talking about Gallagher, but Chaloba going to get sold, then play Alfie Gilchrist. You have played Alfie Gilchrist in so many games. Why doesn't he get the starts anymore? Or
You remember
why doesn't he come on from the bench anymore for at least 40 to 20 to 40 minutes?
you remember Chalobah links to Bayern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chalobah
they
was
were
linked to a
very.
lot of teams, and
Yeah.
there was like
Uh,
that thing. But by the way, why didn't Thiago Silva start?
Just
God knows why.
so
Just
maybe,
vibes.
maybe Poch wanted to
Just
have. That's
vibes.
what I'm saying. It is a plot to get Chaloba sold. For a like, it's like finding a suitable groom for a wife or for a girl or something. We are finding a suitable club for Chaloba here, और Chaloba को आगे push किया जा रहा है. And plus maybe Poch wanted only one senior player in the team, which had to be Sterling. I rather would have Thiago Silva.
All
But
right.
yeah. But coming to the big match of yesterday.
Yes. So United versus Liverpool. Okay. I'll just get the bad stuff out first before I go all gushing over the.
Please save it for the last. Do the good stuff first.
Okay. Good stuff. I mean, just the absolute great of the team. This is. I mean, the point is we have been in 2024. I think we have won. We have been undefeated in 9 of the 12 matches that United has played in 2024. But all those matches, there was something missing. We were scared. We looked scared even with the not so big teams. Against City, we lost. We scored first and then we lost. But we were looking scared against the small teams also. So going to this Liverpool game, the idea was, okay, yeah, we'll again be completely on the back foot. We'll not try to score, or we'll look scared. And the game started, and I'm like, okay, what is happening? Because this team didn't look scared, which was scary in itself. That why are you, attacking so much? But it was quite interesting that why was United was actually on the front foot. We dominated for, I mean, not dominated, but we were quite in equal terms of level with Liverpool for the first 42 minutes, and we gave it back to them. We had some pretty good chances. The first goal, Scott McTominay. Okay, Garnacho. I mean, what a beautiful game he had yesterday. Again, very instrumental for the first goal, where he ran down the wings and scored and shot the ball at Kelleher, who parried it away. And Scott McTominay was just at that point to score the winning goal. So that was great. That intensity, that okay, this is Liverpool at Old Trafford. You cannot be at the back foot. That was great to see from the team, which has been missing for some time. Then first half, yes, we go 1-0 ahead as we did versus City, and I will mix one of the bad stuff here. That the one big problem with Manchester United is the panic. Although they showed good amount of grit, and they ultimately we persevered to actually take it to extra time and then win it from behind in extra time also. But the way the team panicked after conceding the first goal. Okay, first goal, the first two goals of Liverpool, kind of luck. I mean, not great goals. One was a deflection off of Kobe Mainu. Another, again, Unana parried the goal away exactly at Salah's legs. But my problem is, how do you not know that it is better to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead or a draw? Like, okay, you conceded the first goal in the 43rd or 44th minute. Play the half out. Don't play out from the back. Kick the ball up. Try to go into half time with a draw, with a 1-1. But they panicked. And they tried to play out from the back. They panicked. And something or the other happened. And Liverpool somehow scored 2-1.
Like, legitimately, everyone I know went on a break for just 10 minutes, including me. And I come back and see Liverpool have scored 2 goals.
And
Yeah, man.
But after that, I thought the game was over. Like, if Liverpool is going 2-1 in the half, I don't think there's any comeback from there. But all kudos to the team. They tried. Everybody put in a shift yesterday. Marcus Rashford had a horrible game yesterday. I mean, I absolutely, definitely want to say he's a big game player. He has proven time and time again that although he has a lot of his own problems, he has a lot of problems this season, last season, whenever, but he's definitely a big game player. He has shown it starting from that PSG game in 2019 till to yesterday. He has turned up in all the big matches, and although he shat the bed quite a lot, but he was trying. Yesterday was one day when I cannot complain that Rashford wasn't tracking back.
I'm error there.
You just froze for a second, but now you're good.
Yeah, I think there's some network issues, but anyway,
Yeah.
I'll just continue.
Yeah. Now it's okay. Now it's okay, man.
Perfect. So, but yeah, that went on as is till what? Till 84th minute, I want to say, or something like that, where Anthony coming on. When Anthony came on, I'm like, yeah, this game is done for. What is?
I had a question related to that, but I'll let you finish.
Anthony scored with his right foot, doing a helicopter shot.
It's being called a fidget spinner.
The fidget
Fidget spinner.
shot from his right foot. Nobody knew he had a right foot. And the fact that he scored from it. And the funniest thing was Van Dijk's reaction was when the ball was going in. He was just beside, like somebody else was behind Anthony, and Van Dijk was just beside. And when the ball was going in, Van Dijk just raised his leg a little to do what, I don't know. It's just a weird kind of a jump he tried to do. But anyways, draw. We get into the extra time, and then this Harvey Elliott character scores, makes it 3-2, and I'm like, okay, now there is no coming back. No way United is coming back. And then Rashford out of nowhere scored he was finally able to tap it, because Rashford could have completed the game in the 94th minute, but he didn't. But he was able to finally, after so many chances, he was finally able to score one to draw it. And then Amad Diallo, I mean, what a lad. Finally he was given the chance, and finally he turned up at the last moment, and that was a tough goal. That was definitely a tough goal. I mean, it was definitely, yes, one-on-one. Garnacho was drawing out the player and he was running on the side, but it was a very tough angle. And Ahmad said, like, I wanted to give it to Garnacho, but I saw that there was another defender approaching and it might have been risky, so I took the shot. But to get that past Kelleher in such a tight angle, all kudos to the lad. So yeah, and second half, I shared it on our Telegram group also. That second half, Bruno played at the centre back, Anthony played as left back, Harry Maguire was our striker for 30 minutes.
That is what my question was.
Yeah.
What the hell was Ten Hag smoking? Like, seriously.
I mean, I genuinely don't know. But if I had to guess, I would guess that Bruno is somebody who has a lot of, who has a lot of energy. So
But dude, Anthony at left back, I know you don't have any fit left backs, but Anthony, come on.
because I think just to have because Wan Bissaka was substituted off because we needed to score. So there were exactly two defenders on the pitch, Maguire and Dalot. So Dalot went to right back in his natural position. We did not have any kind of left back. So that's why he was like, Maguire, okay, Maguire has a big head. So
So I think it was all out attack for him.
all out attack. If you are playing Bruno at centre back and Anthony at left back, you have got
I
all.
still remember there being a clip with Anthony telling Rashford, "Do you want to switch?"
Yes, he was very confused. I mean, you tell a flair-based Brazilian player to bro थोड़ा left back खेलेगा क्या?
Reminds me of a flair player at left back itself, Marcelo.
Marcelo. He was
Marcelo,
playing
yeah.
Marcelo role pretty much.
Danny always used to be left back, isn't it?
Right.
Or right back, right back,
Danny
right
was
back.
right.
But dude, you can't like the fidget spinner on left back doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, but as long as it worked, I'm happy.
And
So,
you're facing Coventry next, so
we are
which
facing
is
Coventry
a
next.
good
Hopefully
fixture.
that should be a
Good
comfortable-
fixture. Now this will be very stinky if you guys don't get into the final. I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, again, like Chelsea,
Means
I would
beating
say,
Liverpool and then you're losing to Coventry, bro.
again, I'll say exactly the same thing that Shreya said at the beginning. You know, it should be an easy match. What she hoped for Leicester, but it didn't turn out to be. Same for me. I hope that it should be an easy match, but you can't say anything with Manchester United.
हाँ बट वही बात है कॉमेंट्री ने अगर कुछ किया है तभी यहाँ तक वुल्स को उन्होंने बाहर किया है डिफेंसिवली स्ट्रांग टीम्स को
And I think all four the two matches are happening at Wembley, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah neutral ground yeah
Neutral
21st April
Right. So that great game, we finally. I mean, nobody expected that we'll actually continue the legacy of being
100.
unbeaten at home
हाँ
in FA Cup versus Liverpool. This has been the tradition for over 100 years, and it continues.
Wow.
So great game.
But I think
Superb.
even like you spoke in between where Liverpool played that midweek game with a full strength.
Yes.
That is one factor I think that turned up to
Definitely.
win this
Liverpool
game.
were not the Liverpool that we expect them to be.
Yeah, even Salah got subbed off.
Salah got subbed off. Yeah, I mean, you played Salah in an absolutely unnecessary match, and then he got subbed off.
and then Klopp cannot take criticism we just saw after the match that entire confrontation with that reporter man what the hell is that what is that behavior
I
man
mean, just low class from the manager.
But dude, I was so happy where I saw a video of a United fan laughing at all the Liverpool
Yeah,
players.
Because
And I'm like, dude.
we faced this humiliation when we were going to take our
Exactly, I
silver
was about to
medal
say that this was kind of payback to them because Liverpool players did that to Chelsea players after the Carabao Cup final.
Liverpool fans
Liverpool
yeah
fans, sorry. Liverpool
Did they?
fans
Oh.
did the exact same thing to Chelsea players after the Carabao Cup final.
You know, sometimes I feel why are these Liverpool fans exactly like this? We
Because-
saw the fucking manager do the same shit yesterday. What a crass moment.
they were a scouser
What a-
they're a scouser Shreya what do you expect from them
Yeah, but like, what is this behavior? Like, how are you just get like storming off from an interview after a big like? You cannot imagine even ETH like being such a classy like coach or whatever, and Klopp being the animated one. You wouldn't have expected that outburst by Klopp, and I by far do not think those questions were stupid. They were actually nothing bad.
they're
They were just
actually
normal
normal.
questions. Like normally you play like with so much intensity. So what is wrong
Exactly
with that
what
question?
we are also talking about. So, I mean, just to ask that question, yeah, will those affect? I mean, Klopp when he loses big matches is not the best. He's not the such a happy manager
Yeah,
that
and then like
everybody
and
portrays
if
him to
he's
be.
not happy, no one can be happy.
I know what you want to say. He's kind of like a crybaby. I get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is there with
Oh,
Klopp
his
that
crybaby
Big
is
time.
well documented.
big time crybaby
and he has excuses I think
Oh,
ready
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah. Wind, too much
Yeah.
wind, too much
Too
grass.
much grass.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Too much grass तो जावी ने भी बोला है, but हाँ, Klopp का बहुत पुराना list है excuses का.
So he has a long list of excuses
He
ready.
has
Ready,
done a lot
yeah.
of things. More
he
matches.
randomizes it after every loss कि आज क्या बोलूं
But I will never
But dude,
forget.
that's-
I will never ever forget Klopp complaining about the wind, as if सिर्फ लिवरपूल के प्लेयर्स को ही के पास ही हवा चल रही थी. So
But dude, like storming off from a post-match interview is unacceptable.
and calling that guy fat.
Fat and what is that, man? Come on.
You're not in great shape. What on earth?
I am
like,
not-
How is that relevant?
I'm not going to miss club by any means.
How is that?
Yeah,
relevant?
same. This is very
So toxic, dude. Like,
yeah.
you're such a sore loser. Such a sore loser.
But
Like,
can't take a loss. Can't take a
can't
loss.
even take a
That's
loss.
the
No,
thing.
neither the fans can take a loss. They'll have to trash talk everywhere, and then comes the manager
There's to-
who
they-
is heading
they are
the
to-
movement of trash talking.
They are to scousers, na Shreya. Why would they be like,
Like,
ha
I
re
don't
ha?
want to be xenophobic because I've been called xenophobic on Twitter once. But
What does that mean, by the way?
targeting
What does
a
that?
specific group of people.
तो fans को तो target करते ही है ना. We have been also for
No,
targeted
scousers
Chelsea
मतलब
करके and all
fans
that.
ना.
वो है. Anyways.
ठीक है, चलो, छोड़ो. Forget about it.
Also now the fact that I want to complain that referee, you can understand the amount of explicit I have not said right now. भाई क्या आदमी है वो? मतलब रेड जर्सी पहन के लिवरपूल वाली किट पहन के खेल लो तुम.
I didn't catch the game, so I'm not
मैं
sure.
यही बात अपने वाले कारबाओ कप के फाइनल के लिए भी बोलना चाहूंगा, but okay.
Who was the referee?
There's
The
some-
Graham Potter lookalike.
I don't.
अरे हाँ, वो क्रिस केविन है. क्रिस केविन
No,
है.
that's not his name. is
Plattenberg.
Chris Kevin.
Somebody, you can just check if you can. But okay, McAllister should have been on a red, easy. सबसे पहले, because McAllister had a early yellow, definitely deserved. I mean, horrible player yesterday. McAllister, he was fouling left, right, and center. The foul on Maguire, he legit hit Maguire on the chest, not given a yellow. Okay. The foul on Wan-Bissaka, not given a yellow. Wan-Bissaka was easily fouled.
John Brooks. maybe.
John Brooks, maybe. So, and my biggest gripe of all. Okay, Osani, you have not seen the match. I'll just explain it to you. You tell me how it makes sense. It's going 2-2. Sorry, 3-3 in the after the first half of the extra time. ठीक है, 15 मिनट हो गए एक्स्ट्रा टाइम के. सेकेंड हाफ ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा टाइम चल रहा है जहाँ पे कुछ वैसा हुआ नहीं है. ठीक है, जस्ट इट इज गोइंग 3-3. 15 मिनट का गेम हो गया. इट्स बीन 120 मिनट्स. 120th मिनट पे, मतलब 119 समथिंग सेकेंड्स में अगर एक प्लेयर गोल मारता है, so technically no game time has been disturbed by this by whatever celebration that player does, right? Because 15 मिनट तो गेम हो गए ना.
Correct.
15 मिनट गेम हो गए, तो उसके बाद एकदम लास्ट मिनट में अगर प्लेयर गोल मारता है तो उसके बाद 4 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा क्यों खिलाया उसने? फॉर व्हाट was Liverpool given 4 extra minutes to play on the pitch and try to score against us? Just for entertainment. Like, तुम लिख लो यार कि तुमको entertainment चाहिए, तुमको penalty shootout चाहिए, लिख लो. तो आप ट्राई नहीं करेंगे. What was the point of giving 4 extra minutes after Ahmad had scored in the 120th minute? It's an absolute horrendous decisions throughout the match by the referee. So,
But yeah, it makes sense that if you're scoring last minute, then that should be the end of the
2
game.
minutes, maybe not 4.
last minute पे गोल करके you see, the idea is the extra time that is given to compensate for the loss of time, not because that one team has scored in the last minute and I'll let the other team try to score. That is not the objective. That is not
This
the
is-
objective.
This is
I
probably
think
not
you are doing
the.
it also in that sense, but there
It's probably not the first time this has happened that Liverpool has been given a lot of time to like score the equalizer or score the winner.
I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not one of those guys who will say that referees are biased towards Liverpool.
you're kind of
or-
saying that.
No, my point is English refereeing in itself, and I have said this I think thrice in the 9 streams that we have done, that PL refereeing is absolute horrendous.
Yeah, that's true anyway.
Versus, I mean, it has happened to Liverpool, it has happened to United, it has happened to Chelsea so many times, happened to Arsenal also. But you know the funniest part? who were the only one who complained so much that they had to release in-game VAR footage and take a sorry?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Because Klopp cries. No other team has cried so much. Every team in this PL, all of the 20 teams can say that there have been horrible refereeing decisions against us. But no team got the response from FA like Liverpool did.
Pathetic. I'm glad he's fucking leaving at this point. Don't have to see any more of this.
But yeah,
crap.
I mean that's I'll just end talking about United Liverpool. Great game, absolute entertainment. I guess from a neutral perspective also.
Yeah, unfortunately we had to support United. I'm not happy about it.
Dude, I saw your comment about I want United to win, and I'm like, okay, that's one
Yeah,
thing
that's
I
what I'm
never
saying.
thought.
Like unfortunate moments because I fucking hate both the teams. But
दुश्मन का
God,
दुश्मन दोस्त होता है भाई, एक ही
but
हमको
we can't
फिलॉसफी
let,
पता है.
we didn't want Liverpool to win a quadruple or a treble, so
And
let's
see,
not
it's
go
not
there.
happening anymore.
Yeah. So great game, amazing entertainment. Absolutely, yeah. So that's it. Uh, I think that's about it. We covered all that we wanted to today.
But I think there is one point before we end the stream. There is one news that just turned up today
Yeah,
that
Nottingham Forest.
about Nottingham
Nottingham Forest
Forest
getting a minus 6.
getting a 4 point deduction, which
Meanwhile,
again
Man
makes
City.
the
Meanwhile, Man
dude,
City.
it makes the relegation battle more fun.
Definitely, yes. Luton go above relegation right now. Nottingham are the team right now in relegation, but they are not that far behind. And even Everton, although they got back 4 points from the minus 10 and they are at right now at minus 6, but they are still. Um,
No, they
Yes.
got 6 and they're wait.
they got a minus 6, right? From minus 10, it became a minus 6.
Ah,
So Everton is still waiting for the. There is another complaint against Everton, so they are still waiting on the decision on that. But the general consensus is that they will not get any further deductions. Hopefully,
but I think these teams are like we expected these teams because Nottingham bought a whole bloody squad. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
They are going to get some sanctions. They bought 20 players or something,
but
man. Come on.
I mean, understandable. But the reason that Everton got it was very stupid,
Everton, I understand.
very stupid. But Nottingham Forest also like they showed some. I think they showed that they made some kind of progress because they sold Brennan Johnson and some other players for big money.
I think they are also appealing against
They
the
are
folk.
they are appealing against it. I don't think they'll win. They'll get the minus 4 anyways. But yeah, relegation battle becomes very interesting right now. As interesting as the fight for the title.
Yes.
All right. Anything else to mention?
No.
I think we're good.
I think we are
Very
good. Uh, one small announcement. I think next week also we'll be doing the stream on Monday,
Because of
not
Holi.
on Sunday. We'll do a Holi special episode.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Before
other-
that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Offside. Right?
and वो notification वगैरह
पहले अपन बोले थे ना, पहले अपन बोले थे नहीं बोले थे.
नहीं बोले थे. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Do comment
Yeah.
your thoughts on the UCL, UEL, another UCL as in conference, and your thoughts on the FA Cup games. And yeah, any last words, Osani, Shriharsh?
No, bro, I'm done. I'm feeling very tired right now, honestly. You can understand from my voice itself.
Indian football fan.
Yeah.
Right.
No, not Indian football. Not good. That's why. That is one of the reasons. That's why.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day and a great week. We'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.